athletes pulling their way in. As we can see, it is going to be Malo Genole is going to be going up against Liam Corral. So let's go out to the action as we continue on here in Cape Verde.
Malo this time in the blue, in the dark. Liam in the white, and Malo already attacking. Here we go. He'll be frustrated with missing out on getting into the final on that last wave with Finn. Both these guys super, super talented and already seeing big waves being laid down. What's Liam lining up here? Just an exit strategy, I think, there.
Yeah, so both of these guys just getting a kind of a one-hit wonder there. As you mentioned before, yes, Malo would definitely be frustrated not making his way into the final and defending his title here. And now battling it out to see who is going to be fourth and third position. We've already seen there's going to be Annie Rackard in third, Francesca Mayani in fourth position here in Cape Verde, with just the finals to go as we are here in the mini-final of the men, where we have France versus the USA.
Nothing out there at the moment. Both Liam and Malo heading out to sea. A couple of anchored boats, but that's about it.
And we just did have a little bit of rain came through a bit earlier. It was drizzling ever so slightly out there. As you can see, those black clouds in the back. But now it is smooth sailing. As I mentioned before, 19 minutes of action here for this mini-final. And then when it comes to the finales, 25 minutes. So 2 more heats to go. And then we will have our opening ceremony over there in Ojo de Agua, the beautiful restaurant in the Santa Maria town. Such a cool little fishing town. But man, has this place grown over the last few years. And it's great to see, especially after COVID, how tourists are making their way back to Cape Verde, because it really is paradise.
Here's Liam dropping into another wave. Pretty small scores from the judges on the first set, but he's got a decent one here. Goes freestyle, not too much surfing. Oh, and he goes over right on the top of the wave. And that is going to take a while to recover from. Meanwhile, Malo with those signature big S turns.
Letting the fall loose there as well. Still going quite down the line here for Malo, but it looks like he's eyeing something up. Yes, he is. Here comes the power. Going for the plow and lands it perfectly. With that back rotation there from Malo. But still not quite getting it on the wave, but just showing what is possible out here and how the wingfoil surfing aspect is now developing as they can use the wing, the power of the wing for airs. Beautiful. Just look at, I mean, Malo is definitely one of my favorite athletes. It's just cruisy, powerful, flowing style. And then ending it off with a nice big move.
Drone had to scamper there. It's getting pretty close to it, wasn't he? That would be a shot.
I think the drone was trying to find out if he had something in between his teeth. Yeah, big props up to Robbie, our drone pilot, getting as close as he can, getting those images for you. Really making a difference here, especially when you have that beautiful bird's eye view. And now you can see both of these athletes pumping away. Malo straight back into action.
They're obviously rolling in nicely for the moment. It's funny when you get these top competitors, what they can find out there on the water. And once again, those big arcing turns.
Oh, beautiful. Off the lip. Pushing it forward. This is some of the best surfing we've seen so far. Malo letting that foil loose there in the end. Perfect timing here from the Frenchman. And all the way along, even letting that hand out. Just adding a little bit of style with ease. out here on the bottom section of the wave. That's going to be a very nice score here for the Frenchman.
Doing all this while Liam Corral now recovers, having had to get out of the danger zone over the rocks. He's now found himself a nice wave as well, with that spare wing after damaging his other one in the semi-final. Properly in the whitewash there and gets himself out of it. Knew exactly where he was. Knew he wasn't going to be able to recover if he was stayed on the wave. Some work for the judges to do then. They've got scores on the board, but they're not the most up to date, with two decent waves for both of our competitors.
And here we can see, so totally out at the moment, 12 versus an 8.40. Again, Malo here is taking no prisoners, proving a point off the top. Beautifully timed air there. 100% surfing style. And a nice nose grab there at the end of the section of this wave. And you can see in the back, Liam was having a little look-see of what Malo is doing. I mean, I can't use the word that I want to, but Malo is angry. Malo is definitely angry, and he is putting it all out on the water.
That's two more waves to come in from the judges, from our timing to be updated. Scoring, I should say, rather than timing. And yeah, I mean, the thing about Malo is he's straight back up, straight back out to pick up another wave. There's no waiting around here. 14.47, an 8.07 and a 6.4. I wonder whether they are up to date now. Yeah, he's still got one more wave to go, I think, Malo, to be judged. Haven't got anything through yet from Liam's wave where he ended up on the rocks. There's a few people on the stream pretty frustrated that we're watching Malo here in the mini-final rather than the final itself. Always going to have your opinions, right? And your fans.
Yeah, I mean, both of those guys rode really well, and that's where, you know, in the end, you need to see all of the waves written down on paper, and that's why we have those panel of 5 judges, because they have all of that information in front of you, and they can go back. They have the live stream to be able to revise it, and that's kind of sounds like what was happening, as they did take their time to get that result. And in the end, ever so slightly by 0.06 of a point, I think it was Finn Spencer who makes his way into the final. And he is going to be going up against Casper Jola. And then when it comes to the women, going to have Muna White and Nia Suardias.
$15.3. A 7.23 and an 8.07 for Malo, moving him even further out of touching distance from Liam. Liam's got to go super big. This is exactly what happened to poor Liam in his last round with Cash. Still got 10 minutes to run. And we know that Malo can go bigger than that as well.
Oh, we definitely know he can go bigger than that. And you can see the boys just cruising out the back. Just coming a little bit shy of halfway there. We can start to hear some noise down here on the beach. And let's not forget that everybody is waiting for the grand finale to be coming their way. But so far, mini-final of the men. Day number 2, GWA Wingfoil World Cup, Cape Verde, Punta Preta. This beautiful peeling right-hander. And dropping in right now, Liam Corral.
Both our foilers bailing out of their respective waves. They weren't big ones anyway. Certainly potential for Liam to improve, though. Didn't feel the potential was there in the wave. So he heads back upwind. Back up to the top end of the competition area to reposition. Still those leaden clouds. Almost looks like there's a bit of rain offshore. And that will have an effect on our swell and waves for tomorrow.
All right, and there it is. That's that midway point. You can see some of the kiters coming in as well. Camille Lossaran just joining us here on the beach. And now Malo, he's going to be throwing in. Oh, beautiful opening wave. It's amazing the difference of the perspective of the cameras when you can see it from one angle and from the other. Covering all sides down here in Cape Verde. And a beautiful grab right back into the power section. As your gong athlete from Brittany, representing France, Malo Guenolé, putting on a show for the crowd and just laying back. You can see body language with style there from him. 15.30.
Haven't really seen an answer for this man yet, but Liam's got himself a decent wave here.
I can hear Todd here on the stream saying he's pretty impressed that the surf and the rocks haven't eaten more people and gear. Considerable amount, but yes, I mean, the best athletes are managing to dodge their way around, but there has been some broken equipment, and Punta Preta takes no prisoners. See, he has a leash.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we saw from Cash when he was high above one of the waves and got pulled down by his board because of the leash. It'd be so easy here to lose the board to the beach.
And continuing on, let's not forget our finals are going to be coming our way, where we will be crowning our 2 world champions here today.
Few more waves rolling forward. Is there an opportunity? I'm surprised we haven't seen an improvement from Liam, to be honest. That last one from Malo being given a 6.77 by the judges. He's back into the waves again. Liam just one behind. Oh, has to go high. And Liam's in there as well. It's looking for an improvement. He's only got his best score of 4.3. Surely there's something that can be done here. But we've seen better from Liam in the early part of the stages. And, it goes down hard.
Oh, getting pulled in by the leash. That's when you do not want a leash on your board, because you see getting pulled. That's why a lot of the athletes don't use them when they're in these kind of conditions. But you do risk that if you do go down, you will be losing that. But sometimes it ain't worth the risk. At the moment, Malo 7.23, 8.07. So top scores there for Malo.
And we've got some decent set waves rolling in here. Another one for Malo to play with. He doesn't need it. 15.3. He's got this in the bag. We haven't seen any improvement from Liam in terms of scores. But it's for the pure pleasure.
And Malo just flows. So much style. Oh, he's going so high, he goes out of the picture. Air France is in the house, mate.
Everyone loved that on the beach. I've got the MC firing hard as well on the beach to get everyone hyped. And, he does that massive move and then he puts a few more turns in as well. It's not over once you've done the air. And he's able to run that all the way across the beach as well.
Oh, going for the front flip off of the lip, Malo. And the crowd goes, wow. That is what we want to hear. He is just giving a show on. And what better place to do it than here, Punta Preta. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like Liam might be on another wave. But look at the height and the power stomping this down. And right back up on the foil as well. And then that grand finale where he just goes off and look at this. Boom. tucking himself away. Beautiful riding here. Malo Genole, who at the moment has 1 foot in the door and 1 foot on the podium, as he is currently in the lead of the mini-final, meaning he would be ending up in 3rd position.
All right, here's Liam. He did go for a wave, as you said, behind him. And unfortunately, looks like he went down. So many waves coming through. About eight different waves for Malo. 6 different waves for Liam. Presumably this is going to be what happened. So this is at the end. Different perspective because he was so far down the beach. An absolutely epic way to finish that run. Is it scored by the judges though? Well, doesn't matter. He's going to win it anyway. Yes, it is. It's a 9.5.
Oh, now we are talking. The judges showing what they want to see. That is a pure definition of where they want this sport to go. Malo Genole, 17.57. If only he had those scores in the previous heat, he would have been going through. But putting on a show here for Cape Verde. And there we can see, look at the light in the back. And watch out, because he is going to be dropping in on another wave. And this one has some power.
Got some decent waves at the end of the day today. Malo can't really improve his scores much more now, but it's all for the show. The beach went wild that last time. What can he do again? The last opportunity with 2.5 minutes remaining of this competition to show what he could have done had he been in the final. Oosh, gets taken down though. And that was a big tumble dry, that one. Here's Liam though. Showed so well in the early stages of the competition. Judges have not liked what he's shown in this mini-final. Just an 8.47 is his tally. A lot of 3.5s out there. Whoa! Doesn't land it, but either way, good effort to go for it. 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining. Both of our athletes in the water.
And there you can see Malo's wave, that number 8, the highest wave of the competition, 9.5. Our head judge saying outstanding commitment, risk and control in the maneuvers, showing a very, very wide repertoire. Dotting the I's and crossing all the T's, basically. Malo putting in that perfect wave. And there you can see Liam giving it his all here. But with that wing out of contention, it is going to be Genole is going to be in 3rd position here in Cape Verde. Liam Corral is going to be in 4th. Coming up next is going to be the women's final as Muna and Nia to decide who is the queen here in Punta Preta.
What is the future of foiling? Who knows? All we know is we're here for it.